everybody. I am Steve. This is A is for Alice, B is for Bob, and C is for collection. And I am going to show you what I bought in the month of April, and also my 2 record store day buys. Though I do not get in line. If that's what you like to do, have at it. I do not have the patience, and so I always order mine after the fact. And I have to give a shout out to Steve Carlson and also Anthony Gambler 812. They both told me places to go to order later on, and I got the 2 from those sites. So thank you, gentlemen. And so we're going to see some albums here, some books, some CDs, some box sets. And mind you, this is someone who is in the middle of a box set purge. First up, also recommended from Steve Carlson, this book, Hitman, excellent. You want to know what it is? A sobering, blunt, and unusually well-observed depiction of the sometimes sordid inner workings of the music business. And that it is. So thank you, Steve. All right, we're going to take care of the LPs first so Gary can watch this and then he can go off and have a nap or something. Another recommendation, Randy Nelson. He showed this, and I took a quick little listen to maybe 3 or 4 songs, and I was like, yeah, I like that. And I shouldn't, because this has members of The Clash, Ian Drury, and the Blockheads, and other special guests. I mean, you've got Mick Jones in here, Paul Simonon, Wilco Johnson, Topper Headon. They're in bands I don't like. But yet, this woman, what the hell is her name? Well, she's Pearl Harbor. And you know what it is? It's not punk. It's kind of rockabilly. This is almost kind of like Brian Setzer, like Stray Cats. So, I dig it. Thank you, Randy. Oh, yeah, and this comes on. They say purple, but I'm going to say that's plum. So, moving on to my record store day purchases. Okay. Porcupine Tree, We Lost the Skyline. This was recorded, I believe, at a unplugged performance in a record store. Yet to listen to it, so I can't tell you. What year is this from? 2007. Orlando In-Store Unplugged Performance. So, I love anything Porcupine Tree, so odds are I'm going to like that. And then the Pink Floyd box set of Live from Los Angeles Sports Arena, April 26, 1975. Now, I know Steven Wilson reworked this, but from what I've heard, it's still not great sounding. I'm going to have to put my own ears to it, but Jeff Witcher forewarned me. And thank you. Anyway, Jeff, I'm going to see what it sounds like. That takes care of it. Those are the 2 I got from Record Store Day. Now, like I said, this is an idiot who is in the middle of a box set purge. So, I bought Hawkwind, Hall the Mountain Grill. I believe there's 7 CDs and 2 Blu-ray discs to it, okay? And everything I've played, I love this album. This is my favorite Hawkwind album. So I got that. And then I'm like, oh, well, you know what? I love that Hawkwind box set so much. I got to check out their other deluxe edition. So I got In the Search of Space, and that deluxe edition. And this comes with what? 2 CDs and a Blu-ray box set of this classic. Okay. And I also got Do Re Fa Solo Matito. And this has, what, 3 CDs, 2 Blu-rays. They all come with a nice little booklet. And then after I was doing my King Crimson video with all the box sets I have for them, I was like, you know what, I got to check and see if I can find a good deal on Lark's Tongue and Aspic. So I did. Found that on eBay. And this has 14 CDs and a Blu-ray disc and a beautiful book. So, got that now. Moving on, our continuation of box sets. The 50th anniversary of Phaedra by Tangerine Dream. You got your 5 CDs in here. No, 6. Well, 5 CDs and 1 Blu-ray. So you get the album, then you get live concerts. So, got that. Then the one that saw a lot earlier in the month when it was released, the Rainbow Temple of the King, 75, 76. I was lucky enough to see them twice during this stretch. What do you get here? 9 CDs, yes, covering the first 2 years of Rainbow's era-defining career. And a 24-page booklet. So there you go, featuring the late, great Ronnie James Dio. Alright, we're going to continue here. Oh, the mini box of Robin Trower Live. So you get the complete concert mix of 2026, and then you get the original. The original is only 7 songs, but the complete concert is actually 12 songs. So, and my good buddy Gary over there at Physical Format Rock and Roll, he texted me one day, asked me about if I was getting The Wild, the Willing, and the Innocent deluxe edition that's coming out. I believe May 1st it comes out. And I said, yeah, I'm going to get it. And he asked me if I had any others. And I said, yeah, I do have Phenomena, which is my favorite UFO album. And then that kind of inspired me to go ahead and order the remixed, remastered, expanded editions of these. Force it. You get the original album with a bonus track. And then you also get Live at the Record Plant, LA 1975. And I think this is the one. Yeah. I don't know what the hell Michael Schenker's playing in the intro to Dr. Doctor. Does not sound good. Alright, then I also got Lights Out, expanded edition. You get Live at the Roundhouse in London, April of 77. And I also got the expanded edition of Obsession. And you get also Live at the Agora Ballroom in Cleveland. Great state of Ohio, right where Gary lives. And UFO, No Place to Run. And you get Live at the Marquee in London in 1980. And I'm waiting for No Heavy Petting to arrive. And of course, then on May 1st. And then another recommendation from Gary. We were texting, because I had posted my video with the box sets of Keith Richards stuff. And he had asked me, did you ever get any Mick Jagger solo stuff? And I said, no. I said, I just figured it would be missing the riffs and the swagger, you know, that Keith brings. But he said he recommended 2 of them. And Got Us in the Doorway. This is a pretty good album, Gary. So thank you for that recommendation. Speaking of recommendations, I believe it was Mark Morris. He was talking about this album by Sturgill Simpson. Sturgill Simpson, I have a friend who likes him, and this guy's country. And the one time he even asked me, he was playing this is before his career took off. I mean, now he plays 20,000 seat venues. But he was playing Talia Hall in Chicago, and I think that holds maybe 500. I don't know. Said, you want to go? And I said, what's it like? And he said, he's country, alternate kind of country. I said, no. He goes like, come on, man, I got an extra ticket. I said, you know what? You know me. I said, I'm going to be miserable watching that. So I didn't go. And I don't regret it. But Mark Morris talked about this, and he said, this is really heavy guitar. So I took a listen to a couple songs, like 30-second snippets on YouTube. And yeah, this I can play. In fact, I've played this 3 or 4 times since I got it. So, very good album. Thank you, Mark. All right, I have the album of this. I've had it for a long time, but it's finally got its first ever release on CD. And I wanted it just to have in the car, so Buckingham Nicks. Bargain on Amazon. That was $9.99. And then someone, sorry I can't remember who, recommended in the comments a 1980s sound-alike Yes and that is the band called World Trade. And I will say that they do sound a lot like Yes, so not a bad album. I mean, granted, the songs aren't there, but the vocalist sounds a lot like John Anderson, and the music is very reminiscent of 90125 Big Generator. So that is it. That's a ton of stuff who was trying to pare down, from a guy who was trying to pare down his collection because he's got an impending move. So that's it, everybody. Thank you.